Join the captivating journey of the memorizing phenomenon of the aurora borealis. Everyone have heard about them. Did you always ask yourself, what are the northern lights? Why do we have them? How are they made? Where can you see them and when? All your questions will be answered through this entire video and unreveal the secrets behind the beauty. The cause of the northern lights is the star in our galaxy, the Sun. Every time when a sunburst appears, also called sun eruption, throwing particles towards our Earth, which impacts on the magnetic field in the upper atmosphere. These particles travel at a speed of 72 million kilometers in an hour. The Earth's magnetic field protects us from all of those sun eruptions. This field redirects the sun particles to the poles of the Earth in the north and in the south while it gets deformed. That's why we also have the southern lights. The colors of the northern lights are made by hydrogen or carbon dioxide molecules. Mostly the northern lights are green, but it can also be seen in astonishing red colors. In the regions where you can observe the northern lights are called in the auroral oval, where the sun particles finally hit the Earth's atmosphere. If eruption in the sun happens, it takes between 1 to 3 days to reach the Earth. Aurora appears very high in the atmosphere, about 100 kilometers. If it's getting very strong, red color appears in the lower part of the atmosphere. Explore the ideal geographic locations for witnessing the northern lights, such as Norway, Iceland, Canada and Alaska. Starting from September to the beginning of April inside the Arctic Polar Circle, when the darkness has returned in the northern areas of the world. It's very important, if you like to see the northern lights, to go away from light pollution, away from the major cities, when you have a high possibility to see them, even if the strength is only at the stage of 1 or 2. It's very hard to say what time in the day they will appear. In some cases you can see them early in the afternoon from 6 p.m. or late in the night at 1 to 3 a.m. They also can appear in one night only for 30 minutes, or it can go on for several hours. Well, we can't affect science and Mother Nature. Northern lights can appear in many different shapes and colors. This is very hard to predict, and variations only appear if they are very strong in the KP index from 3 to 7. If this happens, people could observe the northern lights even down to Spain or in North Germany. See for yourself in the following footage how they appear. From the history books, we are being told from ancient Greece and Romans that the name aurora means sunrise and boreas wind. They associated it with a new day. But let's wind it up and go back to the real history of the northern lights, to Scandinavia, myths and legends. We always waited a curiosity due to the northern lights, even back in the Norse mythology, where they associated the lights as a bridge to Asgard, the heaven for warriors who died in battle and getting greatly rewarded and carried away by Valkyries. Every county has its own interpretation of the northern lights. Remember and save these tips for succeeding with the northern lights in northern Scandinavia. Often when they appear it is very cold, but you might be lucky if you go in September, where you can experience temperatures from -2 to 8 Celsius. Try to go as far as possible away from light pollution, everything from cars passing by, street lights or cities luring behind any mountain. This will help you to see the northern lights even if it's not so strong. If you're someone who is freezing fast, either observe from the car or buy a Norwegian warrior dress, which is called fjelldress. It's very common and practical, especially if you are not moving. If you like to capture then, I can say out of my own experience, it's possible with a GoPro or iPhone. And the tripod should not be missing in your equipment for getting sharp and good looking footage. Indeed, you need to be familiar with the shutter speed, ISO, white balance, overall your camera settings. All you need for good northern lights observation is a clear sky and good sun activity. Happy hunting and see you in the next one.